Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Canelli.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Canelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update on this Wednesday, March 6th. Authorities are now investigating a scene in Croydon after a man was struck and killed by a train late last night. Amtrak officials tell the Courier Times it was an Acela train south of the Croydon station on the railroad bridge close to the Ben-Salem border. Reporter George Matar has those details online, and we're working on getting more information, so keep checking buckscountycouriertimes.com for updates. A Chalfont police officer who admitted faking his own shooting is headed to Bucks County Prison. John Cousin was sentenced to 9 to 23 months after saying he was shot in the chest, causing multiple agencies to join the search for his alleged attacker. Courts reporter Lori Mason Schrader has the full story on our website, including video about how Cousin wanted to be a hero but had been suffering from a mental breakdown for almost a year.
He's getting the help he needs, and this was the end of a breakdown that started a year ago after his mother passed away.
We believe he's deeply disturbed, and the events on August 27th was a culmination of his disturbed mind.
Lori's story also talks about Cousin's tearful letter of apology and how he begged for forgiveness. The court also ordered that he continue with mental health treatment. A Council Rock High School North senior is expected to turn himself in after Northampton police filed a warrant for his arrest in a deadly December car crash. Police say Monroe L.J. Leonard Tanner IV was high on marijuana and speeding when his car flipped off Old Jacksonville Road, hit a utility pole, and split before hitting a tree. The crash killed 19-year-old Cameron Smithwick and seriously injured Tanner and 2 rear seat passengers. Joe Chevalier tells us in a story online that Tanner is being charged with homicide by vehicle, driving under the influence, and involuntary manslaughter. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm advisory for Bucks County this afternoon and through tonight. The storm could drop 3 to 4 inches of snow overnight and early Thursday. Today, though, we'll see mostly rain and clouds with a high near 41. Tonight, there will be a low of 34. Reporter Bill Devlin has a story at buckscountycouriertimes.com about what power companies are doing to prepare for the storm, including tree trimming and removal and setting up command centers. A 27-year-old Bucks County woman is accused of stealing her 85-year-old grandmother's identity. Upper Makefield police say Amanda Frame is facing 66 counts of identity theft after opening a Visa Gold card in her grandmother's name and spending more than $3,500 between June and August 2011. Frame also apparently tried but failed to open accounts at Macy's, Walmart, and Sears using her grandmother's information. Reporter Joe Chevalier tells us in a story on our website how Frame used a post office box to open the charge card. Paramedics and firefighters can now get rapid testing and triage if they're exposed to blood pathogens. Thanks to the Bucks Emergency Health Services Advisory Council, county hospitals have agreed to provide rapid testing and triage to keep first responders out of waiting rooms whenever possible. County reporter Jim McGinnis talked to a county medical director for a story with video online about accidental needle sticks.
We don't like using really sharp devices like this where the person can be very easily stuck after they put it into a patient, and we instead use devices where either there's not a potential for a stick, like a blunt needle like this, or examples of these types where the needle actually retracts inside of the catheter or the syringe once you're done giving the medicine. One of the newer things we're starting to use is these types of devices where it actually makes it atomizes or makes into a fine mist the medication. You can kind of see some of the liquid coming out here, and we'll give medicines up the nose, again trying to prevent the potential of having a needle stick by not using a needle at all.
The rapid testing initiative was organized with the help of the Bucks County Health Improvement Partnership. Tomorrow, Albert Boskov, the retail giant who's overseen the resurgence of the department store bearing his name, will be the first person to be named to the Pennsylvania Retail Hall of Fame. He'll receive the honor from the Pennsylvania Retailers Association at Crowne Plaza in Reading on Thursday. Business reporter Krista Shoemaker-Dubree talked to Boskov for a story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. In high school sports, Archbishop Wood's boys hockey team won the Suburban High School Hockey League Class A Championship Series against Upper Moreland last night. The Vikings got to hoist the trophy in front of their packed student section after the third and final game. Jason Raynard has the highlights online. Also in high school hockey, after an 11-0 rout of Archbishop Carroll in the Class AAA quarterfinal game, Holy Ghost Prep has sent the message that they're serious about the Flyers Cup tournament. The Firebirds will face off against Father Judge tomorrow in a semifinal game. The winner advances to Tuesday's final at the Wells Fargo Center. Sports reporter Rick Wolfel gives the play-by-play on our website. And Bucks County has its own version of March Madness as several local high school basketball teams get ready to play in state championships this weekend. Video reporter Jen Wilgus gives us the breakdown of the big games to watch.
On the girls' side, all eyes are on Archbishop Wood. The Vikings won the last 3 state titles in Class 3A, and after losing in both the Philadelphia Catholic League and District 12 championship games, they hope to get back to their winning ways on Saturday against Pope John Paul II. Wood takes a 17-9 overall record to Archbishop Carolyn Radner for a 5 p.m. first-round clash. The big boys basketball action in Bucks County takes place on Saturday, when both Abington and New Hope Solebury scoot over to Warminster for their first-round games. Abington, which finished 3rd in District 1 at the Class 4A level, will take on St. Joseph's Prep at 3 p.m. at William Tennant. Immediately following that game, New Hope, which is making its first appearance in the state tournament since 2006-2007 after winning the District 1 Class 2A title, will face Sayre Area.
Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. The Bucks County Commissioners could vote today on a document scanning contract for the Recorder of Deeds office. You may remember County reporter Jim McGinnis told us about the company that was not selected for this contract claims it was overlooked because of a racial prejudice. Last week, reporter Danny Adler brought you a story about a retiring drama teacher at Harry S. Truman High School, and now that same teacher will be awarded a first-ever Lifetime Achievement Award by a major drama licensing company based in New York. And finally, Fractured Fairy Tales. Our reality team looks at Hollywood's sudden obsession with grown-up and some might say violent versions of our nursery stories. You can find all of these stories and the latest local news at buckscountycouriertimes.com. I'm Rachel Canelli. Thanks for watching and have a great day.